playing under the lights and some heavy rain here tonight. And we're underway on Sunday night. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And they'll be led out by the longtime veteran at QB.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here he's got to play some clean ball.
Finds him over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw. Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. We're going to look here at the receiving numbers for him from last week. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Their punter making his way out now. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. And not only does he go in the wrong direction, but he's stopped for a net loss on the return. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And bringing them out someone this defense is really going to have to keep an eye on, this mobile QB.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite and the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate. Anytime he leads an offense out, plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
From the 32. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Caught by number 11. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Chicago.
First down, ball at the 36. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump. And, well, they got one of them to move that time. 2nd and 8. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to the air here. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They send a man in motion. Throwing it again here. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
From the 27. Completed to his running back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. These guys have a great first drive and get the game's first points. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. He fields it from the 8. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Caught quickly on the slant. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he makes the Heffs go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. So now it's 13-zip, Brock, and they've got to be even happier knowing that multiple phases of their game contributing to this lead early on.
Yeah, I'm going to guess the defense probably not going to keep up with the offensive scoring touchdown for touchdown, but you can't script a better start.
Looking to tack on the point after. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And these guys drive out to an early 14-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Now, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach.
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This defense needed that, Kate. Just something good to happen. Creating a negative play. You never know when this thing could turn in the NFL, and that sack is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Setting up the running back screen. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Oh, 1st and goal, you take a sack. I got nothing good to say about that. So let me flip it over on the other side where you got everything good to say. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to get them behind the sticks. You want to knock them back.
Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Kate, you just know as a quarterback there's situations where you're going to gain the trust of the play caller or quickly lose it. And when you take back-to-back sacks, you've lost the trust of your coordinator. And now on 3rd down, well, you better do all.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he adds some yards to the pick before they bring him down. Well, partner, you know this one firsthand. Getting them behind the sticks really limited what the call could be on the offensive side, and no doubt helped set up that INT.
Unfortunately, I sure do. And when you're in these situations, you got to have self-talk. You really do as a quarterback. You got to tell yourself 3rd and long, extra long like this, protect the football. Protect the football. A punt is okay. Quarterback extra aggressive in the defense, well, they did exactly what they wanted to do. They took it from them.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to the air following the pick 6. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch. 2nd down now. 7 to go.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
The gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 5.
Running back sent in motion. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he's been more than just his passing touchdowns this season. In fact, you can see it right here. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing scores late in the campaign. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Has it downfield working the left. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
First down from the red zone. Finds a man right side. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Chicago 1st down. Pass play coming here. Into traffic, complete. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum. I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Escapes the puck. And he has the Chicago touchdown. These guys take a 20-zip lead. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one right down the middle. And his guys push their lead to 21-zip already. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Their own 26-yard line.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
That's 1 quarter down in our Christmas Eve contest. 21-0 our score. We'll return with more NFL action right after this. All right, it's about time to get started with quarter number 2. Home offense out, ready to go. They have it on 2nd and short. From the 34. Dump off caught by his back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook. And he knocked him back across the line.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
At the 42-yard line.
They kick the running back in motion. Still sticking with the passing game. He completes it in traffic. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home that sack.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Got to figure out this 3rd down here.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Now looking to throw. Ooh, put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that brings up 4th and long. They'll bring out the punter here. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And as he continues lighting up the stat sheets this season, we can see he's still chasing one man for the NFL lead in passing yardage. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Completes this one to Hill. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
At the 38-yard line.
From the 38. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now they have 3rd and short.
1 yard to go.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. This one's taken in by Hill. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
It's a gain of 10.
They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Hand off to the back. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Putting the tight end in motion. 3rd down from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down. That's a pickup of 9. And that's a Chicago first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Pass play on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. 2nd down now, 7 to go. They've got a man in motion. Here's 2nd and 7. Oh, he got way too much under that one. Too high, that's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that takes them to 3rd down. Looking for a throw here. Short pass brought in. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They are throwing it again. Hits his running back. Has the Chicago touchdown. These guys were running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
PAT effort coming up. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And these guys continue piling on to this lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. He fields it from the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And, Brock, we got a pretty good idea how a lot of the playoff picture is going to shake out, but still some time left for things to change near the end of the season. Motioning one of the tight ends. Throwing from the gun here. Catch made over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Here's 2nd and 2. Connects on the crosser. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Dropping back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing it again here. Hits him on the in route. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Throwing now, off play action. That's caught for the first. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a pickup of 11. And they'll have first down. This will bring us to the 2-minute warning.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll give him a first down. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. He'll throw it yet again. Complete out to the right. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. 2nd and 3 now.
2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
Running back sent in motion. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back now, pressure on its way. This one's caught. And in for the touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point sent in through the rain. And his guys cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. They kick the running back in motion. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
So that's the half, with Christmas quickly approaching. And while the teams hit the locker room, partner, join me. Let's look skyward and see if we can spot Santa's sleigh. Now we'll toss things to Jonathan Coachman in our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. From there, we say, so long, America. Hello, England. As we head over the Atlantic to check out the action in London. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. The Armadillos are getting hot at the right time as they move to 10-5 with 2 games remaining. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far. but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up
The ball
significantly.
is teed up, and we're off in quarter number 3. He fields it from the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Chicago offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. On first down, they'll run. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
From the 29. That one's complete, right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Chicago first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
From midfield now. Completed to his running back. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
And they make this stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Here's a throw. Complete out to the right side. And he's tackled for a short gain. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. The give now out of the shotgun. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7. He's going to throw this one. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. The 40. Into the red zone. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. You get a pick 6. You get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Now they'll try the point after. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And these guys get it back to a 14-point game. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. They'll run here on first down. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. He's dropping back to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And they bring him down after the pick and decent return.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
He's got it near the 10. He does it. Touchdown. These guys turning it over. That one splits the uprights. And his guys chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. His return starts at the 5. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And I don't think we can really call these highlights, partner. Shall we just call them replays as we re-examine his performance so far in this one? 3 interceptions mixed in among his work. It's really limited a lot of what he's been able to do out there. They've got first down from the 31. Slot receiver headed left. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Back to throw. Setting up the screen. Get some space around midfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Chicago first down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
1st and 10, looking to throw. He's got it near the 8. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And these guys double their lead to 14.
Our home team, 21.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the 43. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Let's see what they went with on third down. He'll throw it. Finds his man, Chase. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force fourth downs just as they did.
That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Motion man sent left. From the 24. And they pick him off again. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Lining up now to try the extra point. Extra point sent in through the rain. And his guys chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Back to the air, following the pick-6. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Setting up a throw. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one hits for 30. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now we're on the counter. And he works it deeper into enemy territory past the 40. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 38. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. It was there, he just couldn't corral it. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Steadily keeping him involved in their passing game, Brock, but that throw didn't work out the way his earlier targets have.
It kind of felt like, you could see that from the booth, this defense was sick and tired of this running back catching the ball.
Yeah.
A whole lot more active in their coverage, and somebody was ready to finally separate the football when it arrived. Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Here comes their offense out again. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. Now a give on the counter. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing third and long. Running back sent in motion. Third and long for him here. Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted! And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. Option design here. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Throwing it. That's Hill on the slant. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Complete to number 9. A gain of 5. First down, Chicago.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Short pass brought in. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. It's still just a one-score game as we resume play in the fourth. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They kick the running back in motion. They'll throw on first. Completed over the middle. And this one does not go far.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make it pay.
And he's able to get this down to the 36. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Motioning him from the slot right. From the gun on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
From the 18 on 2nd down. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Throwing from the gun. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
Well, that was all about the eyes. You've got to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender and make sure you know where that throw is going, and when it does, you got to react to.
And he has the Chicago touchdown. These guys go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Setting up to try the point after. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And these guys double their lead to 14. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
From midfield now. Complete over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 48. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st. Running back sent in motion. Finds a man right side. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Go.
They'll try and throw it here. Catch made over the middle. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down. Handoff now out of the gun. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Receiver in motion, headed right. Here's 2nd and 14. He's got it over the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to throw now. Caught near the goal line. And this is down all the way to the 3. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. He's on the move. And they take this in for the score. These guys now within 1 score in the 4th. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Has this at the 6. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. A tight end in motion now. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Here's 2nd and 7. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's a Chicago first down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning. These guys leading by 7. 1st and 10 from the 41. Running it now out of the gun. And he drives it up past the 45. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Handoff now from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up. And they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. They'll run it here on 3rd down. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. First down, and they go right back to him. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Chicago first down. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down.
From the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot. And now you can enjoy the victory.
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And this streak will live to see another week as they take down yet another opponent over Brock. What has been an incredible stretch of games for them.